I'll be speaking briefly on come up, come up. Now, we are going to see our text from John 6, verse 3. You can't see far until you come up. You can't see far until you come up. Some people who should bear the responsibility of a generation are only concentrating on their family members because they can't see far. Now, if you check the book of John, chapter 6, verse 3, you discover that it was when Jesus came up that he was able to see the crowd of people that gathered around him. If he had not gone up, he would have just thought maybe he's working with few people. So until you also go up, you won't know the magnitude of your responsibility. You won't know those things that the Lord has committed into your hands. That's why you hear words like come up hither. You need to step up spiritually for you to know the magnitude of your responsibility in God. Don't let people deceive you. You may think you are a family man. You may think all you are called to do is to be a family man. But if you come up either, if you check into God and you find yourself, you may discover that more than being a family man, you are called to be a generational man, one that will make a generational impact. So until we are able to come up, we will always be looking less, we always do less. We can't do more for God until we come up higher in the spirit, because it is as we come up higher in the spirit that we will see our full responsibilities as given to us by the Lord. Abraham came up either. He came up, and because he came up, in that new height, he got to know that he was ordained to be father of many nations. Originally, he settled for father of my family. Are you there? He settled for the head of the family, not knowing he's supposed to be head of. So spiritual height is necessary. It's very important. It's important you gain height in the spirit. Because until you gain height in the spirit, your responsibility will not be clear to you. You won't even know what you are called to do. You will be limited. Your scope of operation will be limited. Just like Jesus, it was when he went up the mountain that he saw the multitudes. So at that point, he knew, oh, I'm not only dealing with my disciples alone, but now I have multitudes to cater for. Spiritual height is necessary. Otherwise, we may lose effectiveness. A generation of people will suffer if we decide not to gain height in the spirit, because we will not know we are responsible for them. We will think they are responsible for themselves. Just assume that Jesus came and he acted selfish and he did not die for the world. What do you think would have been the fate of you and I? We could have just been living and dying in sin, and everybody would just be going to hell. But thank God for Jesus, who came and gained height in the spirit, and from that height he knew his responsibility. So you also, for you to know your responsibility in God, you need to gain height. You need to gain height. It's when you gain height that you'll be able to know the full length of your calling and your ministry. You will know the full length of your calling. You will know the description of your ministry, what you are called to do and what you are called for. I pray the Lord will help us in Jesus' name.